Now, this particular conversation is it's gonna be a little bit deep, and it's personal, So I want you guys to ask yourself this: when you guys do have free time, right? Ask yourself this: am I maximizing every bit of opportunity that I have in life? That's incredibly important because let's just face the facts: death is just the inevitable. And I don't like to talk in terms of any sort of negativity, but that's just what it is. That's our reality right now. That's just what it is. Are you maximizing every single opportunity? Are you maximizing and utilizing your time? Now, for me, for instance, like I use Google Calendar and I put all my tasks from a day in, day out basis. So I'm looking at what I'm doing out throughout the day, throughout the week, and of course of a month. Seeing how I'm utilizing my time, Let me give a great analogy. Let's say you have an orange, right? Let's say you have an orange. And just the substance inside the orange is life, right? Now, if I were to just ask you, hey, could you, make me some orange juice? The first initial instinct is for you to just squeeze the orange juice, right? Now, think about it like this. How can I get every ounce of the content that's in that orange juice into this one cup, right? And to just fill it to its full extent. That's how you guys should view life. How can I squeeze every bit of that orange so I can get that orange juice? What are you guys doing with your time? You know what I mean? What are you guys doing with your time? You should live life to its fullest, because if you were unexpectedly just gone tomorrow, could you be comfortable with yourself saying, you know what? I maximized everything. I'm sure that's not the case for a lot of people. So it's like, utilize that opportunity now. There are people that are going to bed and not waking up the following morning. That's just the reality that we live in. Life is so unpredictable, and yet it's such a journey that we have to utilize every single moment. You know what I mean? Life is very precious. It's very unique because you only have one. You only have one. You know what I'm saying? So do the right things. Love on those that you care about. And be the best person that you could potentially be. That's the goal. That's the journey. That should excite you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, that should excite you guys. How can I be, like, whenever I wake up in the morning, okay, how can I be a better version, just a little bit, a better version of myself the day prior? How can I beat me from yesterday? That should always be, the initial thought. Like, plant that seed in your mind. That should excite you. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with your time? What are you exposed to? What are you seeing? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you consuming? Like, these are very important. This is very important just because of the outcome of who you potentially want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it all matters on how you utilize your time in order to reach that fullness of life. That's what matters. That's the beauty I feel like about life. How can I get to that point? How am I utilizing my time? What am I doing? Who am I around? The journey is going to take some unique directions, but the end goal is still what the end goal is. You feel what I'm saying? Living life to its fullest. Now, I'm not telling you guys to go out there and just be a freaking risk taker. That's not what I'm telling you guys. Yes, I believe in life you should experience some little bit of risk. Have a little bit of fun. There's nothing wrong with living, a little close to the edge. But at the same time, too, I do feel like life also requires a little bit of strategy. I do planning, preparation. So then you know what the end goal is. You have an idea of what it looks like. There's a vision that's popping up in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That should excite you. Living life to its absolute fullest. Like I said, life is so unique. You only have one. You only have one, bruh. There's no redo. There's no, okay, can I go back in time and do this over again? There's no, what if I would have not done this and did this instead? There's none of that. There's literally none of that. I personally think that's what's the beauty of life, though. Because then it shapes on who you are. It shapes on you who you are for real. And that leads to the fullness of life. Try to get to that point. Utilizing that time, taking those opportunities, exploiting absolutely everything. Yeah, bro. Why not? Try new things. Do different activities that you're not really accustomed to. Step out of that comfort zone. That's why you have life. That's what life is. Life is about comfortability and uncomfortability. Gotta find a median, gotta find a balance, bro. Facts. Figure out how to get there. Unravel that. See, people don't like snakes, right? People don't like snakes, and I understand why. You know, they're slithering creatures with a killer instinct, right? One thing that I admire about snakes, at least, is the ability for snakes to shed. When they shed, they're a newer version of themselves. They're letting go of their past self. You should also think of yourself in that sort of mold. Stepping out of that skin, becoming a newer version of yourself. Like that, I feel like that's the beauty about life as well, man. Every day there's a gradual progression. And that's what helps exceed the fullness of life, bro. To feel comfortable enough to go to bed and be like, dang, I exhausted everything today. Like literally, I did everything I possibly could today. To me, I believe that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment, and that gets you a step further to that fullness, that optimal version of yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk, man. You know, I talk different. It's your boy.